Hi, how are ya? I'm back again. Just a little short something to share. I like to leave a little encouraging something as often as I can. I didn't get a chance to do my video on Thursday, but here I am now. Okay, I was reflecting as I looked at one of my daughters, my youngest daughter, who is in business for herself. Um, I have watched her grow, and now she is trying to catch up with where she really is at this point, which is actually a name brand. She has her own brand now, and very well known here in the States. And we were talking, and I began to reflect. I remember she unfortunately went through a divorce, and when she went through that divorce, she felt alone and lost because she had pretty much depended on her husband to provide for her, and he did a good job. He did a good job until he didn't, and they separated. And I remember she came to stay with me, and she asked me one time. Well, she told me one time. She said I was in the room. I could tell she was crying, and I asked her. I said, just talk about it. Don't try to bottle it up." And she said, "Well, I'm just concerned." And I said, "I understand that." She said, "I have a daughter, and she's depending on me." And she said, and I was in the room and I was praying and I was asking God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything. And she said, and Mom, it came to my mind the same question that is in the Bible that was asked of Moses when he underestimated what he had to offer. She said, and all I heard was, "What do you have in your hands?" And she said, and I was sitting there and I thought, what kind of question is that? And she said, because all I know is art. That's all I know. That's the only thing that's real to me is art. And I said, then figure it out. Art must be very, very lucrative. You haven't found it or valued it in that way. So dig in. And so she did. She started with doing cultural artwork on plant pots. She started working at Baskin Robbins doing ice cream cakes and decorating them. She learned how to handle the piper. I showed her how to do it because I also used to do wedding cakes and specialty cakes for people and businesses. And she worked with me, so some things I taught her. And then she got another job in a bakery department in a grocery store. And she came home one day and she said, "I figured it out." I said, "What is it?" She said, "That's my canvas. The cakes are my canvas." And so she started doing custom cakes, but she started tweaking them and making them Jamie's way. And Jamie had a nickname. We used to call her Spider Monkey because she would, when she was little, she didn't ask you to pick her up. She just climbed up one side of you and grabbed you around the neck. And so my brother-in-law nicknamed her Spider Monkey. Lo and behold, she named her business Spider Monkey. And now almost no one doesn't know who Spider Monkey is here. And now she went from Spider Monkey making custom cakes to she created a line called Cream Cakes. She went from making cream cakes to making all kinds of other custom desserts. She went from that, and then she went and researched in Louisiana beignets. She came back and said, "I'm adding beignets to my line." She added beignets to her line, and what happens? It blows up, or as she says, it blow up she weighed it. And it has taken her to higher heights at this point. Now she's being carried, her product is carried at the zoo, her products are in restaurants, her products are everywhere. They're in the ballparks, they're everywhere. And it was because she finally realized that her art was also a lucrative craft or gift that she had been given, and she underestimated it. And many times others that saw her as she would do things would say, you need to go get a job. That's a hobby and all of that. Now, those that says, she even had one guy that was dating her that told her that she wasn't on his level. Now she's exceeded his level and looking down at him. And he is feeling much regret. And because we know him, and he said he didn't know it would go this far. That's to his loss. But I want to take that story and let others know that there are times we underestimate the gift that we have inside of us. We think of it as an extra hobby when it's not a hobby. Because it comes so natural and it just flows. I think that causes us to think, oh, that's just what I do. But sometimes those gifts inside of you are not just what you do, but it's a very expression of who you are. And we need to value that. So I would like to encourage someone, if they happen to hear this video, if you have a gift inside of you and you've underestimated it, you kind of thought, yeah, it's just something extra. It's just a hobby. I mean, when you can take a hobby and make it a career, it's like not working. And still be getting paid for it. But value the gifts that are in you, and don't let anybody else try and call it an extra, a hobby, or something else you need to do, but you need to go get a job and all of that. Jobs are limitations. Jobs are barriers, because you do so much, you get so much, you paid so much at a certain period of week or month, and that's it. They're barriers. But careers have no barriers. There's no end to where a career can go. I'd like to encourage you to actually look inside yourself and see where that one thing is that if you could do it as a career, you would be able to wake up and live and breathe it. And just look inside. The thing that you underestimate, the thing you call a hobby, look and see, can this become a real career? I mean, look at all the things that people have done. Water guns, super squirters, stuff, things that ended up just being nothing, made millions for the maker. And it just, handkerchiefs. To me, it's a piece of cloth, a simple piece of cloth sewn on the edges. But we buy them. A simple piece of cloth, and we buy them. Pocket squares for men's pockets. A simple piece of cloth. So when we look at things that we think, we try to make it so complicated, but it's really not that complicated. Look inside yourself. Find that gift. We all have the one thing we would enjoy every day if we could do it as a career. Look inside yourself and see what it is. See, what is your passion? What are you passionate about? What do you breathe? Think about it. What's going on inside of you that you breathe, that if you see something on television, it makes it come alive? Or you hear a word or something, it comes alive. Or maybe driving down the street, you see something and you think, only if. What if you were to tap into that gift and decide, this is going to be how I make my money, and then pursue it, go after it like a lion hunting for its food. Go after it and don't let up until you've captured it. What is the one thing, the one gift, the one passion that's inside of you that you too need to decide and need to hear? What is in your hands? What is it? Go after it and make it a career and not a hobby. Somebody's waiting for you. Somebody's waiting for your idea. How about get busy and get it done? It's not impossible. Bye-bye. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Make a comment. Maybe one day I'll do a live. Never know once I figure it out. Okay. Until then, I'm preparing on the 29th of this month. I'm in Ghana and I am looking forward to it. I need a break. I need a vacation. I need to get away from work for a while. Alrighty. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. Enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend.